What a pleasure.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, you can hear me, right? Everything's good?
Yep, yep.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for reaching out and being willing to do this. I'm so excited to talk to you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm a little bit blown away, but I don't know. I hope I can bring value to people.
You absolutely can. And I was just looking at all your posts inside of the Facebook group because you've been like posting for months now and you always bring value. So I'm
Great.
super excited to talk to you. So, okay, when I got your email, I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. But I want to start from like the beginning and kind of hear. So what was the beginning stages like? Were you doing UGC before you saw me like over on TikTok probably, or like what was going on?
I wanted to do UGC. I was getting marketing emails from other UGC creators like you. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do travel UGC.
Okay.
I quit my job. I was a full-time producer at PBS, quit my job, wicked, toxic environment.
Oh my
And my
gosh.
partner, Ken, I had been talking to him about it, and he's like, I don't know, maybe 3 months into me talking about it and then it fizzling out. He's like, there's this girl named Megan. I just saw her TikTok. She's on a boat with her baby
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and her wife, and she does UGC and she has a course. I'm like, send me the video. I told her. Oh, so that's where it started. I looked at it, I'm
Okay.
like, and the fact that you have nailed this market is genius,
Oh, thank you.
like
It's been so
genius. So
fun.
that's literally how it began. And I think I bought your course last May and
Hmm.
got my first collab in June when I was in Costa Rica.
Oh my gosh.
And it was for seamless underwear. And yeah.
That video, I because you posted that video in the Facebook group, I think, while
Sure.
you're in the grocery store or something.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay, that was the funniest video, and I'm assuming it performed super well for the brand because it was so great. Okay, that is amazing. So you hadn't been doing UGC. So obviously you come from like the TV producing world. Like, do you think that that has helped you a lot? Because obviously most people are not from that background. What are your thoughts about that? Like, has it helped you or anything like that with UGC?
1,000%.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I have an entire production suite. I have a softbox light right here, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
So having all of that definitely helped me because I like doing things super high end and playing with the camera and playing with angles. And I know a lot of people talk about UGC, they want it quick, and I get that, but I don't want to do it quick and dirty.
mm-hmm.
I also try to do every video with a separate audio source. It
Okay.
just sounds crisper. And so that's how I sell myself.
Yeah.
And you're going to get something that you wouldn't normally get if you choose me to
Yeah.
create. So, yeah. And
Yep.
the writing too, because I come originally from a news background.
Okay.
So we'd have to be out, grab the story, come home and write.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, when they send me their scripts, I'm like, can I tweak this a little bit? Give them a really powerful hook. And I don't know, I have fun with it. So it
Yeah.
definitely has helped. And it allowed me to become a pro on Fiverr before I even had a gig.
Yes.
Definitely
That's
helped.
incredible.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit. Okay, so you got your first gig, and how did you get your first UGC deal? Did you pitch to them?
Cold email, cold Instagram. I did cold emails and cold Instagram.
Okay. And
Yep.
was that after pitching to like a bunch of brands and getting no's, or was that pretty quick?
It was actually pretty
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
And the only samples I had is you said take stuff from your house. I'm like, okay, here's a cat harness, here's this, here's this.
Yeah.
Threw it up on Canva. I think I did that in 2 days. I don't mess around.
Yeah.
Knowing that I could improve it and it would be better. And I see people buying URLs and doing all this, and that's fine. But I still haven't done that. And actually, it's 15,300 as of right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I
And
was
I
gonna ask for an update. That is crazy. I want to break that down in a minute. Um, okay, so well that's what I love too, is like I love that you just said that because people do tend to overthink everything, right? Like I need a domain, I need all my videos to be like the perfect videos in the beginning, and you busted yours out in 2 days, and I'm sure they were great videos, but I think it's important for people that are going to be listening to this is like you don't have to be super perfect. I just sent a DM to somebody who's already inside the course and he's just stalling. He's just like, I have a video background, I have an editing background, storytelling. I'm like, you've got everything. You just literally need to take action. So I think it's very telling that you did that like in 2 days, getting it done and then starting to pitch to brands. So it's a good reminder to just do it, even if you don't feel super duper ready. So that's amazing. Was it, when did you kind of see like the ball starting to roll, like snowball effect, compound effect? Like, were you doing a ton of pitching? Was there something that like super duper worked for you, like on Twitter or wherever? What did you see?
I listened to your interview with Cheryl.
Yeah.
She's on X, she's on Fiverr. What am I doing? Because I was on all these websites, and to me, and I'm sure we'll get into this, it was just continually, it's just lowballing. It
Yeah.
was a ton of work for little. And I understand when people need to build their portfolio, but just make stuff around your house
Mm-hmm.
and decide, like you had said in your course, even if you set prices at a certain generalization, you can decide and you can build out from there. You can dive into the Facebook group and find what people are doing. But yeah, it was, so I think it started to snowball. So I bought the course in May of 2024, got my first deal with cold reach outreach in June of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
July, August, and September, still got some deals through outreach, and I started to join websites, and I didn't love it. I'm like, this
Okay.
isn't for me. This is not for me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Heard Arbel
Mm-hmm.
and Cheryl and was like, I'm doing it. And
Yeah.
it is a pain in the butt with Fiverr. You see everybody struggling with it,
Yeah.
but you have to stick with it, because my thought is, if it gets sticky here, it's sticky in so many different areas. Figure it out, go through it, get frustrated, stop it, go back to it, figure it out. It was almost immediate on Fiverr and X as well. Like, I still will scroll through X and I have the copy and paste ready to answer these. And I've built great relationships, and I will
Mm-hmm.
not accept anything less than a certain amount. I made
Yeah.
that decision. And when I made that decision, and that was probably January,
Mm-hmm.
it just started to go. But I'm a mindset girl.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe if I make that choice, like if I don't, like I do 250 for a 30-second video, which I think I'm going to raise it now.
Yeah.
I won't accept anything less. I won't let anybody lowball me. There's plenty of other people if they want to take it. It's not me. No
Yeah.
matter what they try to tell me, even in my unfavoritist line is when they say, if you do this for 50 bucks or 150 bucks, we'll come back to you and give you more work. That to me is not worth
Yeah.
trying to get, there's no money on the table there. They're
Mm-hmm.
just trying to take advantage of you. You learn as you go the lingo that they're going to use to
Mm-hmm.
reel you in, to buy you cheap. And again, if you need a video or two, great. Don't get comfortable there though.
Mm-hmm.
Know
Mm-hmm.
your worth and decide this is where it's at. And if they don't take you, great. You're moving it off of your grid, out of your energy space, and you're pulling in the high offers.
Yeah.
And I would say, so that February, March, it was incrementally went up. I think March was maybe 3,000. No, February was 3,000. March must have been 6,000 because April is 15,300.
That is so crazy. Okay. Okay. So in April, and it's the last day in April, April 30th today, you've made 15,300. Okay. So break that down for me, because I want to hear everything about what does that entail? What kind of deals are you talking about?
Everything is coming from X and Fiverr.
Okay.
Everything. 85% is coming from Fiverr.
Okay.
Of that 85%, 30% is repeat. Of that 30%, 10% of it is simply talking head for financial services. I used to be a TV anchor.
Okay.
That is my wheelhouse right there.
Yeah.
And the first time he sent me the scripts and he was like, how much will you do this for? I was like, I'm just going to throw this out there.
Yeah.
I said $880. He's like, okay, send an offer. I'm like, oh my God, Ken, I started crying. I'm like, he said yes. So you have to be able to shoot high. They say no or they bring you down.
Yep.
It's trying to find the gauge. And I thought, because to me, it was also fair. It averages about 87 to 90 cents a word,
Okay.
which in my former field, $1 a word is average.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of like knocked it down a few, and he loved it. And
Awesome.
that was in February because in April, he's come back 4 times. So
Oh
I've
my
got
gosh.
5 videos for this guy. 880, 550, and then one I think was 350 because it was less words. But he came back twice with one that was over 1,000 words. He's like, okay, we loved it. Can you do it sitting over here with a different outfit? So the scripts were already loaded. And I'm like,
Wow.
it's the same as last time, 880. He's like, no problem.
Wow. And this is
Yeah.
just for one. So he's coming at you on Fiverr. And he found you on Fiverr, right? You this is okay. So he found your Fiverr gig and it's for like how long does that take you for like that 880? How long is that filming?
Setup until the end. Setup is the longest
Mm-hmm.
because you're putting your stuff in a teleprompter. And
Yeah.
to me, a lot of people, if they don't use teleprompters, I've done it for years. I go through and I make asterisks and bold and all these things, just like when I was in TV land.
Mm-hmm.
And I practice it a few times. Sometimes I'll load it the night before and I'll make sure my read rate is accurate. He also wants them horizontal. So I want to make sure my words are on the one side of the screen where the camera is and it doesn't look like I'm looking off. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say getting ready between loading in the teleprompter, practicing it, setting it up probably the next day because I may look at that at night. That's an hour and a half
Okay.
to 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it seems a lot to people, but I like the lighting to look right. I want to
Yeah.
give exactly what they're asking for. I'm constant. There's a plug over there. Move that hat. I'm trying to clear everything
Yeah.
out. And then the actual taping part, my goal is to do it 3 times, but I do it like 6.
Yeah.
So there is a part of me that's a bit of a perfectionist that I'm learning to pull back on a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's paid off.
Yeah.
So now because I've done at this point, I think 6 orders total because there was one in February, 4, but there was another one, I think in December or January, actually,
With
from
the same guy?
it wasn't the same guy, it was the same company.
Oh,
Because
okay,
he
gotcha.
came in April, he was like, hey, my friend told me about you. So they
Yeah.
both work for the same company. So I'm familiar with their pacing now and I'm familiar with the delivery they want and all of that. So it does get easier. The hardest part are the variables, which are outside noises, my dog, anything like that. I have to unplug my refrigerator. I have to turn my heat off and soon my air conditioner, the same things we all deal with.
Yeah.
But I would say all told, that 880 job was probably 3 to 3.5 hours the first time. And then it was less, it was 2 hours the second time because now I know where
Yeah.
the lights go. Now I know
Exactly.
the script. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I mean, breaking it down, if you're looking at like hourly, that's really not a bad hourly rate, right? So I think it's so important. I think a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, 3.5 hours for one video, that's crazy, but you're making $880 for those 3.5 hours. So that is insane and so good for basically anybody who's hearing this. So that's amazing. So what obviously you go to join Fiverr and is it like an automatic thing because of your background that you're on Fiverr? Is it Fiverr Pro?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an application process.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I thought, what have I got to lose?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have extensive television and production experience. So, everybody comes to the table with experience and expertise. So, me
Yeah.
saying that, I don't want anyone to get deflated.
Yeah.
Thinking, well, she has this advantage over me. Someone, like so many people in that group, have advantages that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what, you can't let that be the reason you don't figure things out. you know
Yes.
so it did work out for me. When I got accepted, I was like, oh my God, I don't even have a gig yet.
Yeah.
But it did scoot me into the algorithm a little bit more as well.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional spam at first, and then I got my
Mm-hmm.
first job, which was a shampoo job, and I
Mm-hmm.
was over the moon, and she left me a review, and I'm like, oh my God, I was like weeping
Yeah.
because I knew there was so much opportunity there. And I told myself, I want this to be as easy can be. I'm 53.
Mm-hmm.
I have done the grind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to anymore.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to work that hard searching.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, like I said in the beginning, a lot of this really, truly, genuinely is mindset and energy. And I just put it out there and I said, the jobs are going to come to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it's not some magic woo woo thing, I know it's not going to resonate with some people and that's okay.
Yeah.
But every day I have the opportunity to do this, and I am just so beyond grateful. And some of these
Mhm.
jobs are so much fun. Some, as we all know, it's like, oh God, I can't wait to this.
Yeah. Exactly. No, I know. I think it's funny how it is a mix, but I think the most important thing, and I obviously I have a little lesson inside the course about mindset, but it should probably be longer just because it really is. It really comes down to mindset. And that was just, a couple things that helped me was like people are doing this. This is
Yeah.
not, I'm not out on an island by myself. Like I have to prove to the world I can do this. It's already been proven by so many other people who are just like, I'm just as smart, I'm just as capable. So I think that you stating that people are going to pay you, like you're going to get a certain amount of money, you're not going to take anything less. You're just putting out into the universe. And I mean, it's maybe a little woo for some people, but it's just the fact that's how it works. Like for me, I'm like, okay, people love to pay me. And that's like my mantra is like, people love to pay me. And they do. And that comes with brands, that comes with people that want to learn from me. It's like across the board. It's such a great mindset to have. And I feel like you've had that basically from the beginning, but it sounds like you kind of kicked it up even just starting this year. Uh what is something, I know you just said something, but maybe you can expand a little bit more about the mindset thing, because I think people who start feel very unworthy, especially if they don't have a background. They feel very unworthy to even get paid anything. So they do want to take on these gifted collaborations. They're okay with getting free products, and sometimes that's people's journey, and that's okay. But can you just speak a little bit on like what is like the number one tip or a couple tips for mindset and having that going forward into it?
You have to choose to be brave and you have to choose to be confident. No one can teach you that. And I know there will be times where you don't have the confidence and you think what you're putting out is shit,
Mm-hmm.
but don't decide, let everyone else decide. Put the video out there, decide you're worth more. There was something in the Facebook group I put, I don't know, a couple months ago, the peanut butter analogy.
Yeah.
So decide, are you someone who sells generic peanut butter, average peanut butter, or organic? I'm selling organic.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of room and plenty of space out there for people to buy and sell generic and buy and sell average. Let them
Yeah.
choose the organic. How do you choose the organic? Study the videos,
Mm-hmm.
not just on TikTok. Watch your feed and like really study them and save them. Save a file in your saved videos with really cool transitions that you see. Use them. We ask questions. Don't be afraid to. I still ask questions. There's no threshold you reach where you have learned everything.
Yeah.
It's constantly learning, constantly negotiating, constantly figuring things out. But make the decision. I'm not accepting anything less than 250, or I'm not
Yeah.
accepting anything less than 350. Because if you continue to accept the low ball offers, what you're telling yourself and the energy and the universe at large is, I am not worthy. Fake it till you make it. That's how this works.
Yeah.
You will be blown away at what one video can do for you. The chutzpah it takes to do what we do collectively
Mm-hmm.
is pretty insane, because you have to find this confidence even when you don't, even when you've had a crap day, to do your video, to get it in on time and do all these things and get paid. And I feel like the one thing that drags us down are the lies we choose to believe from other people and other brands, that you're not enough, you're not worth, you're only worth $10 a video, $50 a video, 150 a video. You will learn as you go through this what brands say commonly, that they're not going to negotiate with you. You don't give yourself away to somebody for $150 if they promise better pay in the future. They never come back to. No,
Yeah.
they need to buy you as it is. And when you show confidence, what people don't understand is it's not cockiness, it's confidence. Brands like that because they're like, this person knows what they're doing. I trust them. I believe them. Alongside that, the other tip I would say is brevity. When you're drafting an email or you're talking to someone, don't throw up on the page, keep it brief,
Yeah.
keep it succinct. That also shows confidence and experience and expertise. And you can maybe feel like you're all over the board, but you have to start practicing these things to feel the energy of it. And yes, you can negotiate, but negotiating isn't you charge 450 and they offer you 100. That's not a negotiation. To me, that's not leaving money on the table. That's walking away from a brand that doesn't see your value. They want to buy generic peanut butter. You're selling organic. So you have to act like it.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I love everything. Okay, that's great. Okay, now I want to break down your April. So you said, so you had the 880, was that this month from the Fiverr client?
Yes, that was 2 880s. Yeah.
Two 880s. Okay. And then what's everything else looking like? Where are you getting it?
So I'm looking at my spreadsheet right now. And so 85% is Fiverr.
Mm-hmm.
I did the financial person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
A same shampoo brand 3 times, and the rest were first offs.
Okay.
The other, so that what did I say, 80%? So the other 20% is outreach and X. And even
Okay.
if you're not active on X and responding and you have the right keywords in your profile, you will get an inbound email.
Mm-hmm.
But the chunk that shook me the most, that still blows my mind, is a free collaboration I did. And I don't do free collabs, right?
Yeah.
I did a free collab in December for a grounding sheet. I wanted a grounding sheet. Someone posted it actually, that they saw me in
Oh,
their Instagram feed.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That video, I was like, fine, I'll make the video, I'll do the free collab because I
Yeah.
wanted the sheet and I
Yeah.
wanted the grounding mat and I didn't care. My
Mm-hmm.
job was just to post the video on my Instagram. I'm like, fine, I'll do it, whatever. No big
Mm-hmm.
deal. I said it and I forget it, just completely forget about it. And then I think in February, early February, I was like, I wonder if anybody bought anything. And I go to it, and this was like maybe on a Monday morning, and it was at $1,100. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wait, from affiliate links?
With an affiliate link for the grounding sheet, just for a video that I made and threw out there and ignored. Because I didn't, I don't like posting on my social channels. I've done TikTok shop. That was fun. Had a good time. Did great.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't like doing that.
Okay.
So yeah, it was at 1,100. I'm like, I cannot wait to tell Ken about this when he comes home. He comes home, I'm like, baby, sit down. I got to show you something. I open it. It's at 3,500. I'm like, what is happening? I hadn't even sponsored the link. So I go to the post and I see that there's all of these views and the conversion rate. So I go into Shopify is 100%. And I'm like, and the video was 1.5 minutes long. I thought it was too long. I roped Ken into doing it with me. I didn't think anybody would think anything of it. Long story short, we're at the end of April, and the total that I have made so far on that video that I got a gift for free is $10,412
From that video?
from that video. 10,
Oh,
I know. And it takes a while to pay out. Like, I don't know Shopify.
yeah.
So I got paid $40 in March. The April's payout was 5,025. So that's what's bringing me up so much. And next month is 3,000 and some change, and I'm still making sales. I have boosted the video a few times.
Yeah.
But I stopped boosting it. Well, actually, Instagram did. They flagged it.
Okay.
When I found a tuck-around away and boosted it again, and they didn't flag it the second time, and now I'm giving it a rest. But I don't know if that is like divine intervention or what, because it's a video that's 1 minute and 20 seconds. I shared my experience, my genuine experience with it. I'm a woman in menopause. I like to do things holistically.
Yeah.
That's the video I created. It helps me sleep. It helps with these particular symptoms. Doesn't mean it's going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
But here is what I did. And I don't know, I'm just blown away by that. So I'm the one that scoffs at freebies. Thank God I did that,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have that 10K right now.
No, that's incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so with the affiliate, did they contact you or you contacted them about the grounding sheets?
Yeah, it was a cold outreach, and they said, we have an affiliate program. Like, I don't want to do this, but I
Yeah,
really wanted the sheet. So I was like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then you could is the link directly in that video somehow, or is it they have to go to your profile and click the link?
They have to go to my profile and click the link.
Oh, wow. Okay. So the conversion rate that's insane.
So they, and I have 51,000 followers on Instagram. It's a good
You
little,
gotta,
I'm
yeah,
looking
you gotta get
for
them
it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too bad. Um, it's not on TikTok. There's 192,000 on TikTok, but I kind of just am not doing anything with that right now
Okay.
because I was gonna put it over there, but I don't think they have it on the shop. But I did, like I said, sponsored it
Mm-hmm.
3 times. First time it went 6 days, it was great, kept
Mm-hmm.
converting. Second time it went two and they pulled it. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah. You
cannot
never
figure
know.
out why. It's not clear. And then I think about 4 days ago, I'm like, I'm doing this again.
Yeah.
But I did it through the business suite, which was different.
Uh-huh.
Like the way it was, I didn't like the way it was happening. It didn't put the shop now button.
Mm-hmm.
For probably 2 weeks, there was a shop now button. But
Mm-hmm.
even without it, I have it very clear, link in my bio. I say it and I have it as a graphic on the screen.
Wow.
I know
Wow.
it's insane. And that's a pretty good it's a 25% commission,
Wow.
which is pretty
Okay.
healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay. Wow. I'm so happy for you. That's crazy that you didn't even think about it. And then now you've made so much money from it. And I mean, obviously it's like you've been doing UGC, you've been, getting better at content as a whole, even if you didn't really, script it or do a bunch of stuff. It's like all of that is the compound effect adding up to being able to create content that actually sells for brands. So wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Are you like now because this has happened, are you kind of thinking it could happen again with another brand? Are you more open to like the affiliate thing or kind of what are your thoughts there?
I don't know. I still have this aversion to it, which is
Yeah.
bizarre. Because
Yeah,
I
it's
do have an affiliate with Savor Beauty. They
okay.
pay me, but they also asked me to post, and I've never sold anything. It's like this high-end facial cream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know if it's like a gift from the universe or what.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends on the product
Yeah. Yeah.
and me believing in it. And I was so excited to have it and try it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
it was 100% genuine. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that makes a big, big difference.
It really does. Yeah. That's amazing. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So this is your best month by far as a content creator. Okay.
Mhm.
That's amazing. So so let's talk about, recurring clients. Do you have monthly retainers? Do you have just like, they come and go? How does that look for you?
I don't have any retainers. No one's asked
Okay.
me. I haven't pushed it.
Mm-hmm.
I work with Humby Organic shampoo bars.
Mm-hmm.
Chased them, by the way. Chased them because
What does that mean? What did you do?
I wanted them. I was like, I
Yeah.
use your product. Hi, I'm genuine. My hair's growing in gray. I'm having this experience, and I'm seeing these beautiful women my age showcasing their experience. And I'm like, I want in. I emailed them. I usually do 3 touches,
Yeah.
then I'm done. So it was a total of 9 times, but 3 different touches. The first was in the beginning of my journey, no response. The second was probably midway through, no response. And the third was maybe December, January. And they're like, hi, we'd love to talk to you. I'm like, oh my God, that's great. Like, you don't have to send me anything. I have your product.
Yeah.
And they said, make a video. So I happened to be in Boston visiting my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a beautiful bathroom. And I live in a beautiful little apartment, but the bathroom is not attractive. The light
Okay.
is awful. So
Yeah.
I literally go to an Airbnb locally to do anything in the bathroom. But we were in Boston. It was a great shower, and my partner helped me. And we got me washing my hair, mic'd me up. We brought everything with me, created a 40-second video. I think it was for like maybe $300 at the time, and they
Mm-hmm.
loved it. Like,
Awesome.
oh my God, this is fantastic. Will you do more? I'm like, will I? So with them, I do 2 to 3 scripts a month, and now I have negotiated each script is 450.
Oh,
And the
awesome.
last one I did, and this I want to make this point to people because I know it comes up in the group. The scripts I'm making for them, they're writing them, and they're trying this completely different educational approach, and it's working. And
Mm-hmm.
the videos are about a minute to a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And it's me as the talking head, and then I cover it with B-roll. She asked me to do one where it's a casual walking through, like she referenced my TikTok, casual walking through town or sitting in the car and make these 3 points about these blueberry fields bars. I'm like, I got you. Put my mic on, went downtown. This was 2 days ago. I did one walking on the sidewalk, then I did one in the car because my hair looked better. And I'm like, take both, pick the one you want. And she came back. She goes, these are amazing. They're just what we want. It's just like a casual video. It's not pushy. It's not
Yeah.
salesy.
Yeah.
And she said, how much would you charge for this? And I'm like, it's $450, even though I
Yeah.
didn't edit anything,
Yeah.
still $450.
Yeah.
So with a little help from Chat GPT, I designed an email that basically, a message that basically said, you don't pay me for my time, you pay me for my experience.
Yeah.
But I said it not, it was very, very well spoken.
Yeah.
But then I tied it up with, however, if you, I love working with you. If this doesn't fit your budget, you want to talk about a different number, let's do that. She came back with absolutely not. I get it. You're totally worth it. So that 450 was just me going downtown where I live. It took me maybe 15 minutes.
Wow.
So they are reoccurring. They have
Uh-huh.
about 3 months, and I do 2 to 3 scripts a month, and they're 450 each.
Wow.
Yeah, and
It's a good chunk.
that's inbound. So that was a brand that I chased. Yeah, and then there was the financial group. They come in on Fiverr, and like I just saw, I did do 5 videos for them in April. So I must have done 7 total. So 2 before and then 5 this month, and they're recurring. And they said, we're going to use you all quarter. I'm like, great. And now he comes in and he's like, I got a script for you. I'm like, okay, what do you want? What color do you want me to wear?
I love it. Okay, that's amazing. I think you just crushed it. I'm just so happy for you, Joleene. Like, I'm just so happy for you. Are
Thank you.
what's next? Like, are you just gonna stick with, mainly the Fiverr, the X, like, because it's working? Obviously, don't broke it if it's
Yeah.
yeah. So is that your plan going forward? Do you have other plans?
I think that's good. It's extremely lucrative. I have free time. I'm not grinding like in the beginning, and we all feel this. We will overshoot, overdo, over worry. That's expected.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you do it, the more you learn to pull back and you realize there really is free time in this. You really don't have to work that hard if you just decide to be confident. Because when you're confident, the money will come.
Mm-hmm.
And people buy confidence, by the way. I'm convinced of it. If you sound confident and you look confident and your content is confident, they're like, definitely. And so I guess I'm totally going off base of your question. I'm going to keep going this route. It's mainly Fiverr. It's growing. X is secondary, but I feel like if I stay the course, I continue to be grateful, continue to say no to the generic peanut butter, that bigger and better things will just come. Because that is what I've asked for. That is what I'm ready to receive. And that is what I'm doing. Like, I am so happy that I can make a living doing this from home.
Yeah.
Like, it was scary. I quit my job. It was a very hostile environment. I quit. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I've been on television for years and I just was like, I'm done. So I came and my partner supported me 100%. He's like, no, you need to get out of there. What are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. So I definitely had some months of like the UGC thing was there, but it felt so far away.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing when this is the journey you're on, beginning the course, to keep listening to the course, to keep watching other people's videos, to keep listening to these or going back into the course for questions. Use Chat GPT. Rodney is my Chat GPT.
I
He
love it.
knows me. He knows me. He knows exactly what I'm looking for. If I look for help scripting, also I script everything. It may not look like I'm scripting everything, but I want to make sure I give everybody something succinct and clear and useful. And I try to be different all the time with whatever I'm delivering. I will go out of the way. And I did this for, oh, it's a fan. You put up your shirt. I'm like, Ken, you got to come with me because I want to go out into the wild.
Yeah.
I want to be in a grocery store and do this. This is, and you got to be the person going by. And he plays along.
Yeah.
And people love that because you're not just in this little corner of your home. You're choosing to go out and be where the population is and make it bigger and better and louder. And that's what's going to make you stand out.
100%. I love it. Do you have any tips for filming in public? Because people tend to freak out about that. Have
I
you just
certainly,
been like comfortable like
I'm
doing it
not
or
comfortable doing.
yeah. Yeah.
I might be more comfortable than some people, but nobody cares.
Yeah.
And even if they do, who cares?
Yeah.
You know, I've never had anyone interrupt me or stop me. Literally, my entire career was out in the public,
Yeah.
you know, talking to people, but I've just made the choice because look, if I see people out and they're talking on their phones and doing their thing, I'm like, God. So I know they're thinking that about me, but I don't care. Like I let
Yeah.
them because I get it now why they're doing it and it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. And I've seen people on TikTok literally say, go out into a park and practice it, get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because seeing that background and that movement is what makes videos really pop, even if it's people walking by, even if they're looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
So I did have another financial company come in, and I think it's because they saw the ones that I did, and they wanted it outside. So I chose a path in my park where I knew there were people. It was
Mm-hmm.
quiet, but I knew there'd be people. So there's a couple where, because they wanted a selfie, I want a selfie stick, where you can see the people going by, the pushing the baby carriage. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about finances, you know, so
Yeah.
it works. So my tip is you gotta fake confidence until you get it. Just be brave.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And if they say something, let them.
Yeah.
Because the braver you are, the more outside of the box you are, the more people will come back and they won't question what you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, of course, that's when you negotiate. But again, a negotiation is not when you pitch 450 and they come back with 50. That's not a
Mm-hmm.
negotiation.
Yeah.
That's a low ball. They don't care about you. They're not going to serve you. The conversation is not going to open up where they
Mm-hmm.
suddenly climb up to 450. To me, it's not worth it. Find your vibe, find the people that see your value and are willing to pay you. And even though it's uncomfortable, even if you don't believe yourself, do it anyway
Yeah.
because the doors will start opening and the numbers will start going up.
1000%. And I think that, it's also, I think a lot of people think that they can't show their personality and they have to be kind of professional with UGC. And I think that that's because there are so many UGC creators now, because people are realizing, oh my gosh, I could be doing this. They still are, they're struggling with showing their personality, but I feel like that's going to be the thing that allows you to stand out, right? So
Yeah.
I think that you do such a great job being both like professional, but also showing so much of your personality. And that's probably just one of the many reasons people keep coming back to you. Um, are you, oh gosh, what was I gonna say? Do you what's going on with your portfolio? Do you update it all the time? Do you like add every video in there? Like what's been the journey with you with your portfolio?
I do update it
Yeah.
constantly. But only when I see that I've done something different. Because you said something in your course that is still right here. Don't always be that talking head in your portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
I finally got the chance to do a POV with
Mm.
these thong panties, but who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I threw that in and I just did one for a coffee company. He's brand new. He's a brand new company. He has no idea. I've actually enjoyed walking him through how to do this.
Yeah.
And I made this video and I added this jazz kind of music. And I love editing the music.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is definitely going to go in my portfolio. And I showed my partner, Kenny's like, this is so good. I'm like, he's not going to like it. I just have a feeling he's not going to like it. And he messaged today, he goes, video's good. Can you make a few changes? And it's fine.
Yeah.
So I say this for two reasons. One, the original is going in my portfolio.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's excellent. It's different. It shows the power of playing with music and having fun with something.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is not everyone's going to like your stuff and it can be the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
And they're just not going to like it, even though
Mm-hmm.
I offer a revision in Fiverr.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't. I do,
Mm-hmm.
a reasonable revision. And I want people to take advantage of it because if I corner them, I feel like with no changes, they're not going to come back,
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome. Have you Ken, is that your partner?
Yeah.
Have you involved, has he been in any of your videos? And he's down for
Absolutely.
it.
Totally. He has so much fun with it. He helps set up. So
Awesome.
he's retired now. He
Yeah.
helps me set up everything, but he was like the up the shirt fan. I'm like, I have
Mm-hmm.
this idea. I'm going to be standing here looking at coffee and I got the fan blown up because they wanted me to sell it on the menopause angle.
Yeah.
We wanted them 15 seconds, their TikTok shop videos.
Okay.
And I want you just to go by and be like, what is that? Because you can see my shirt going like this.
Yeah.
You only see the cart pushing toward me, looking at the coffee. You never see his face, you just hear his voice.
Okay. Okay.
So he's done that. And we also did one for a necklace. It's like, we're not even married, but it says, I love my wife. But it's
Okay.
a TikTok shop video. We did
Yeah.
those. We had fun with those. He's been in some of my TikTok shop ones. So yeah, he's totally down with it. He thinks it's awesome. He sees the opportunity. He sees, especially after this month, the opportunity and the ability of what you can make doing this.
Yeah.
And I really want people to not give up. Because it took me, here's something, forget, like I don't want people to get pinned in on the fact that there's a production experience here. I started last May. It's April. So 11 months, it took me 11 months to get to this point. And I don't want to jinx it, but I may not see that number again and again and again. Close? Sure. You know what I mean? It was baby steps. It's incrementally, but you have to stick with it. You have to be willing to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
You're going to F up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get screwed. You're going to get a place where you don't get paid. You're going to get people that ghost you. It's all part of the game. And it's a matter of recognizing, nope, 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 not going to entertain it. Like people will send me an opportunity that's so low. I copy and paste my answer. I don't even respond to their numbers. I just say, thank you so much for reaching out. I'd love to help. Here are my fees for this amount of time. Let me know how you want to proceed.
Awesome.
And I either hear from them or I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And okay, you're 53, right? Yeah, GenXer. And that's what I'm all about. And I'm just so obsessed with encouraging people who do think they're too old. So can you just speak on that? Like, because I feel like still, even with me babbling almost every day on TikTok and everywhere else, that there are people that are like, I just don't think I can do it. I think that my age is going to be a negative factor. What's been your experience, obviously?
I have gotten diapers. I've turned that down. Canes, I've turned that down. Makeup, gadgets, everything. I think reminding that generation over and over and over again that there are brands out there that are smart enough to know we spend money. They know that. That's why they're coming after you. And they're looking for you. The Routine Wellness, I posted recently where Routine Wellness Shampoo was looking for women.
Yes.
That was my first gig on Fiverr. And when she found me, she's like, I can't believe I found you. It's so hard finding women your age. And I'm like, girl, I got a pool of them.
Yeah.
But your group, then was like 900 people.
Okay. Yeah.
Like almost 5,000.
Yeah.
So I did a video for her and then didn't hear from her for a long time. And I was waiting because I think I messaged Cheryl, told Cheryl, I have her contact info, but I want to ask her permission first. So 4 months lapsed before she reached back out to me. And I just did 3 more videos. And I'm like, can I share your email with this group?
Yeah.
You need more women. I think she got bombarded.
Probably.
But she has variety now. So,
yeah.
And I mean, that's proof to it. But yeah, you have to I get it. And I did not know this until I hit my 50s. Even in my 40s, I was shocked that I was in my 40s. I realized, holy crap, how did I get here?
Yeah.
We have value. Yes, we live in a culture that tries to tell us in many different areas that we don't, but not in this space. This space, if anything, this entire group that you've put together in Facebook is proof of it. Anytime you start something new, it's uncomfortable and uncertain, and you're going to feel like you're not good enough. I don't care how old you are, but you have to keep showing up, and there's proof of it every single day.
Yes. Okay. I love it. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time because this has been amazing. Do you have anything else that you want to share? I know you've shared just the most gold and wisdom. This has been so amazing, but I guess maybe anybody who's just like on the fence about starting UGC because they just think they're going to be that 1% that maybe can't do it.
Well, that's why they can't.
Yeah.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That was Henry Ford. You have to be willing to be brave and make the decision. That's what it all comes down to. If you really believe that you can't, you're right. You have to look at it like, what have you got to lose?
Mm-hmm.
Have fun with it. It's a game, and make it a game. Play the game, figure out how to beat the odds. Like, I'm an Aries, so I'm aggressive and I go after things.
Yeah.
Everything is a puzzle. I'm like, I'm going to crack this down to five, or trying to figure that out. I'm going to crack it down to recognizing what's BS and what isn't. You have nothing to lose. And bear in mind, people every single day in this group taking this course are getting jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, and I know some people are doing well on websites. If it's not working for you, get off of them.
Yeah.
Go to X, figure it out. Go to Fiverr, figure it out. Even if they don't take Arbel's course, watch her module. That's all I did.
Yeah.
You have to be hungry and you have to want it. Like, if you're
Mm-hmm.
sitting on the fence, it's like, how bad do you want it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the things I did so many moons ago in my past life, I was actually a speaker and a business coach for women entrepreneurs.
Oh, awesome.
I had a coach, and that coach used to make us do some crazy things
Yeah.
to get uncomfortable. And that's why they're sitting on the fence. It's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things we had to do, we had to go out in the wild and ask people for money. Do you have $5? I missed the bus. Oh my God. And it was like, we were like mortified. He's like,
Yeah.
you got to ask people for money. You have to get comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And the second exercise was walk into a public place and lay down on the floor.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
But the more you practice being uncomfortable, the more comfortable you get. And look, at our age, we don't care what people think.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I felt that way in my 30s. I don't care what people think. If I did, I would be holding back.
Mm-hmm.
So decide to be confident, choose to be uncomfortable, and go after it, and you will blow your own mind.
Exactly. I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Jolene. I just am so grateful for you and just you reaching out to me and sharing all this wisdom. I know it's going to benefit probably more people than we both realize. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you for the course. And this has been great. I appreciate it. And I look forward to more engagement in the group too.
Good, good.